All right. Hello, Tim and Cindy. My name is Anthony. I spoke with Trinity on Monday and let her know that I was going to be casting this video and sending it to you guys. And basically, it's a video where I can provide you some insight and some tips on how you can increase your online presence by going over some of the information that I'm about to provide. I also spoke with Jeff Linton yesterday as well, and he had nothing but good things to say about you guys. In fact, he said that you guys are pretty close. You live close together as well. But I spoke with him probably for about 20 minutes on the phone yesterday. He mentioned you guys, and when I told him that I was going to be doing the same thing, sending a video for you guys to review, as I was him, he told me that the things that me and him talked about, this could be something that you guys find useful as well. So I'm gonna get into it. We'll talk about your website just a little bit and how making a few changes can greatly impact your online presence. And so I kind of went through your website a little bit and noticed that you got some information on here. You got your call to action page down here. My recommendation would be to move it more towards the top up here, so it's one of the first things that people see. Sometimes people will go straight to a website and they're ready to fill in information, and they'll send it without actually reviewing the website. So sometimes that's why it's important to put it in the beginning. One of the things that I will point out is the content of your website. Google has this thing where they like to see about 1,500 words or more on the home page, and it's because as Google is crawling the internet full of websites and trying to gather information for their Google search engine. They like to have a lot of relevant information to the industry and to the things that people are going to search for when they're plugging those words into the Google search bar. And so having a lot more content, a lot more information on your website will actually increase your relevance to what people are searching for. And so I noticed that you have a contact page, you have a services page, you have an about page, and you have your home page. And if we click on those, they just take you down a little bit further the page. So it's not an actual separate page. It just takes you further down the page. And so being able to add separate pages for all this information gives you the ability to add more content to your website. And as I said, it creates relevance to what people are searching. And so if we go, if I look in this metrics here and, we talk about, specific things like keywords and backlinks. These are important in order for Google to start ranking you and people being able to find you on the internet. A lot of people, they have a website or they'll pay somebody to build them a website. They'll have it looking beautiful and have it looking exactly the way they want it. However, that those aren't the most important things. If you're going to have a website, obviously you want people to be able to find you, when they're searching Google, because nowadays, people, unless you have a really good brand, people don't know, what to put in the Google search bar, except for, say, putting in pest control Hemet. Somebody puts in pest control Hemet, the search will pull up the pest controls that are relevant to the Hemet area. And that's because of the keywords that people are using on their websites. And so if we look here, you're getting, it says you're getting 14 visitors to your traffic, or 14 visitors to your website, just based on, people searching certain things and then clicking on the link and it taking them to your website. And so here's these keywords I was discussing, words and phrases that Google sees as relevant to those searches and able to provide people doing the searches the information they're looking for. And so if we click on, click on it and we go down here, this gives me a listing of the keywords that are relevant to Google that Google finds relevant to the information that people are searching. And we see pest control HEMT is one of the ones you have. There's about a volume of 100 people estimated every month that are searching pest control HEMT, and you're getting about 9 clicks. And you're in a pretty good position here. That's 6. But being in first or second or third is going to generate you a lot more clicks to your website. We say that about 70 to 80% of the people that are doing these searches will typically click on those first 3 positions. And so to increase that traffic, being able to be in the first, second, or third position, will help drive you some more traffic to your website. And then we have Pest Control HEMT California, HEMT Pest Control, Exterminator HEMT. These are all keywords that you have implemented. I mean, there's a whole lot more words and search criteria that you could implement into your website, which will also help drive some traffic to you. It goes back to adding more content and being able to use more keywords throughout your content, throughout the pages that you set up for your website, and that'll give you more of an opportunity for people to find you and be relevant in Google's eyes. And so if I do a comparison, I pulled up one of your competitors, which is Primetime Pest Control. And they're in the same boat. They don't have as much they don't have, the 1,500 word benchmark that Google likes. However, they have a little bit more content. They have separate pages, separate locations, pages with locations, pages with different services, and their reviews and all this stuff on their website. And so they have a lot more relevant information. But if we look at their metrics, like I was showing you, and we go down and look at keywords that they have about 30 keywords. And so you can get an idea of some of the extra keywords they're using. Pest control, Temecula pest control. We got rodent control, Temecula, California, and things of that nature. And so if you're doing termite, you can have, termite control, HEMT, and throw that in there. But yet what we want to do is look at their positions and how they're positioning under those keywords. And, it's the competition. They're not doing that much better than you guys are. So they could use some of this assistance as well. But yet they have, certain keywords that are being searched more often. And so by adding those extra keywords, they're able to grab more of that search volume to generate some more clicks to their website. And so one of the other things I wanted to point out, I'm trying to keep this short, but it's backlinks. So you guys have 18 referral domains that are giving a backlink to your website, and that generates power from those referring domains, those referring websites, back to your website. So increasing the number of backlinks, the number of quality backlinks, because you can get higher rated backlinks that'll generate more power to your website. This is another thing that's gonna help your website rank in Google's eyes, in Google search engines, and drive more traffic to your website. And so, like I said, that's just a couple of things I wanted to point out. There's a lot more that goes into this. But these would be a good place to start. So if you're interested and want to learn a little bit more about it, or have any questions or concerns, feel free to reach out to me. My cell phone and my office phone will be in my email. And then, have a good day, and hope to hear from you guys. All right, thanks a lot.